So I took a bit of a break from uploading because I felt like I was just forcing content out. And I didn't really want to do that because I feel like if I think out a video, edit it properly, it'd come out a lot better and I get better results than the videos that I've been forcing out. They've got like not as many views. So hopefully this one is more put together, more well made, if that makes any sense. I'm just gonna get right into it. So this is a story about the time, probably the most embarrassing time in my secondary school experience. So this, basically in school, I was the most quiet kid. I probably still am. Whenever I go to college, I don't think I'll be as quiet, but I was really quiet throughout my entire school life, like entire secondary school and school before, but that's sort of irrelevant. So I've always been a really quiet, shy kid. So I was also very tired every day. So obviously when you're tired, you're a little bit out of it. You don't really know what you're doing half the time. So this kind of made me look like a bit of a weirdo. Now I don't think I'm actually that weird, but I seemed like an absolute weirdo in school. Just because of like, I was really shy. I wasn't me at school. I just sort of stayed quiet, kept out of everyone's way, just sort of got through the day and went home. So no one really knew who I was, but that's kind of irrelevant. So basically everyone thought I was a little bit weird. Like no one ever said it, but it was kind of obvious. So this started off in biology class. I can't remember my teacher's name, but he was actually like, he was a decent teacher. He was quite funny. And I don't know, he was just really odd. And he liked to exaggerate. And you'll see why I mentioned that in a sec. So we were sat in biology class. I was in like the middle row. It's quite a stuffed room. So like the benches are like, they're not really close together, but the people sit close together. So like they're quite crammed onto one kind of bench. So we were sat there learning something, I don't know what it was. I think it's to do with needles, because I cannot stand needles. I think I've mentioned that before, but I have a phobia of needles. It's so bad. I'm getting a little bit better, but back then it was awful. I think this was probably like year 9. So I'm sat there, and the teacher's going over stuff on the whiteboard, like needles and shit. I don't know what he was on about. But I started to feel a little bit lightheaded, because the room was really hot. I think it might have been summer, or coming up to it, because like you go on a summer break. So as I'm feeling lightheaded, if any of you have ever felt lightheaded, I know a lot of people have from like heat and shit, but you just want to get into a cold place, because where you are is usually quite hot, so you just want to get into like a cold open space. And right next to the classroom was like a door, like a fire escape door sort of thing, leading straight to the outside. So I was like, sir, can I step outside real quick? And he was like, yeah, sure, go ahead. Like, he didn't really ask why, which was a bit weird. I just asked to step outside. I think he could sort of tell, because I think I was quite pale. But so I go to step outside, and I'm a bit lightheaded. So obviously I stood up and I wobbled a little bit, because I stood up, sort of everything rushes to your head, and you sort of feel a bit dizzy. I don't even think it was because I was feeling a little bit weird. Like, because when you stand up really quick and being sat down for a while, like you can sometimes feel sort of faint and like feel really weird for a sec. So I wobbled a little bit, and all I hear is the teacher shout, "Quick, someone grab him!" Like really over exaggerating. And it was so bad. So like this person, I don't know who it was next to me, but they like grabbed my arm. I'm like, don't worry about it, I'm fine. And he's like, no. Then the teacher comes over, like escorts me to the back of the room, lays me down, and like tells someone to bring my bags. My bag was always really packed. It was really thick, so like I could sort of rest my feet to elevate them. So I'm sat there on the ground wanting to get up because I feel like an absolute freak just laying on the ground. And my bag gets passed over, and he puts it under my feet and elevates them. I was about to say levitate, but no, he elevates them. And if you don't know, this is where I learned this, that if you're feeling a little bit of faint, or even if you want to, if you have like bad circulation, then you can elevate your legs for like 10-15 minutes, and it actually helps it a little bit. So he basically got me to do that, and obviously I started to feel less faint, but I was laid at the back of the room, on the floor, with everyone staring at me. I look an absolute mug. Everyone just looking at me, I'm just laid on the ground, like, no, fuck, I just wanted to step outside. It was so bad, I was just laid there, everyone was looking at me, and then like, people kept bringing it up to me for so long, everyone was talking about it, it was just so bad. It was so embarrassing. at the end of that, I felt alright, got up, sat back in my chair, and everyone was just looking at me in silence. The class was almost over by this point, because I was there for about 10 minutes, which was so dumb, because I wasn't even bad. I wasn't feeling too bad, just a little bit sort of weird, so I wanted to step outside. But then he over-exaggerates, screams, "Someone grab him!" And then, like, lays me at the back of the room like some sort of mug. Now, I do have, like, a history of fainting, apparently. Well, no, not apparently I do, but, like, my mum seemed to think it's some sort of medical thing. So she got, like, I don't know if every school has these, but you've got, like, medical cards. So, like, if you need to be excused from the room, you show your medical card for the reason, and you can leave. Like, with no questions asked, pretty much. Just to avoid sort of confrontation, arguments, stuff like that. So, I had one of them throughout, like, the entirety of my school. And I guess the teacher was, like, notified. I guess they're notified whenever. So basically, yeah, he freaked out, made me look like an absolute mug, a weirdo, which I already looked like I mentioned, and it just did not help. Like, I'd never been bullied, so I didn't really get picked on for it. People just sort of brought it up. It was kind of a laugh, because I didn't really take it too seriously. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this story, leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If you want me to do more stuff like this, do let me know, because I do like telling stories. It's quite fun. And I'll see you guys in the next video.